Hi, my name is Keith. I'm an immigration lawyer in Chicago. With today's video, I want to talk about a compelling circumstances work permit. So I want to talk about what is that work permit and who qualifies, what are the benefits of that work permit, and what exactly do you need to apply for that work permit. So let's start with what is this work permit and who qualifies? A compelling circumstances work permit, also called a compelling circumstances employment authorization document or EAD, is a work permit. If it's approved, it allows you to work in the United States in any capacity. Who qualifies though? The individuals who might qualify for this type of work permit are individuals who right now have or recently lost, no more than 60 days, H-1B status, L-1 status, or O-1 status, also H-1B1 or E-3 status. Those aren't so common. So someone with that status, but also someone with an approved I-140 form. So if those are both true, that status and the I-140 approval, maybe you qualify for a compelling circumstances EAD. You might want this especially if you were recently laid off from a job. Immigration law provides 60 days for you to find a new job. If not, you can use that same 60-day rule to apply for this compelling circumstances work permit. What would this give you? The compelling circumstances work permit, it's a work permit, so you have permission to work, but more importantly, it's considered a period of authorized stay in the United States. This is important when you, in the future, want to become a permanent resident of the United States. To do that, after your priority date is current, you have two options. You can adjust status inside the United States, or you can get an immigrant visa from a consulate in your home country. To adjust status, though, you must be in valid status and show you have no gaps in your history of status or no more than 180 days of being out of status. But if you are out of status for more than 180 days, you can't adjust status. So if you get this kind of work permit, it's not going to protect your ability to adjust status, I'm sorry to say. But what it will protect is your ability to get an immigrant visa. That's because this work permit will mean you are lawfully present in the U.S. You'll be out of status, but lawfully present. And the prohibition to coming back into the United States after you leave to get a visa and come back, that applies to people who've been out of status for more than 180 days. So if you avoid that, maybe through this work permit, you'll be able to leave and come back successfully. So that's the real benefit. Of course, status is better, but if not, this work permit gives you some protection to let you come back to the U.S. with an immigrant visa in the future. The last question is, what do you need to apply for this? Of course, you need photos, copies of visas, things like you'd expect. But the critical point is compelling circumstances. What are compelling circumstances? Immigration didn't define this exactly, but they gave a lot of examples that sound similar to something called extreme hardship in immigration law. For other types of immigration applications, sometimes you have to show that someone would suffer extreme hardship if you were not in the United States. I think compelling circumstances is less than extreme hardship, but they look to the same things. They look to see, does someone need special medical care? Are there special financial considerations? Maybe children inside the U.S. get special help in school that they won't get outside of the U.S. These are some examples of compelling circumstances. So you have to document this to immigration as part of that application. We don't yet have a lot of guidance to know what will be a successful application and what won't be, but based on extreme hardship, our office and many other immigration attorneys have a good idea of what to include. If you have any questions about your compelling circumstances work permit, if you've just been laid off from your job and want to know what to do, or if you have any other questions about your immigration case, please let us know. We'd be happy to help out. Take care.